The kind of most recent data that I've seen, which is now outdated, but is now a few years old, basically showing that on average, Richmond as a whole suffers from rates of asthma that are twice the national average, which is very accurate in terms of just anecdotally my experience. I previously, prior to practicing in Richmond, had been in San Francisco and then San Leandro, and certainly appreciate the higher rates of asthma in Richmond. One of the things that was most striking to me when I first started practicing in Richmond was the sort of expectation from families that their children would develop asthma, and the sort of inevitability of it, the sort of sense of like, that we know this is going to happen. The question is when. And I remember the first few times this happened, I was just very confused, and really kind of didn't quite understand what was going on. But I remember I'd go in to meet a newborn baby and their family, a baby just a few days old. And one of the first questions the family had for me was, does my child already have, does our baby have asthma? And, I tried to, the first few times I got asked that, I really tried to explain, like, from a very scientific, this is what asthma is like. And it is, something, it will take several, episodes of wheezing to get a diagnosis of asthma, and trying to sort of say, no, this, you shouldn't be worried about this yet. Your baby is only 3 days old. And the more I got to know the community and understand the kind of context in which all of this was unfolding, I pretty quickly came to understand how reasonable of a question that is. And that for the majority, for many of my families and their kids, their question is the right one, which is when will my kid develop asthma?